gangways today are situated on the starboard side of deck 4. The forward gangway may be accessed via stairway number 1.
Everybody knows the sensual Latin tango. Well, it began here, in Uruguay, Montevideo, not Argentina, as they would have you believe. And while the arguments go back and forth across the water, we should perhaps remember it actually began because of the dancing together of the slaves and the immigrant workers who came from Europe and Africa. So where did the Argentinian tango begin? Well, they say here. Welcome to Montevideo.
Welcome to Montevideo in Uruguay, and right in the port is a tourist office, and unlike Brazil where it's difficult to change your money, here you can change your money and get rid of all the rest of your Brazilian money that you've got left over, so it's perfect.
We got up bright and early because today we were leaving the ship and flying home, but first we thought we'd see Montevideo, and luckily there's a walking tour with a very simple map, and off we went. Before, the town really woke up, but we weren't alone. The cyclists had already unfolded their bikes and were off.
We got a map as we left the port, and this must be the right way for the walking tour because the stores are already there out for the tourists. And up there is a tourist information on the right. It may be presumptuous, but I'm following this little man. This way. The Templo Abierto is not marked on the map and it doesn't look open at the moment, but it's a very pretty building. Cleaning it. It's very clean here actually. All the streets are very litter free. This looks like a theatre, but we've been told it's a ministerial building.
The map points out some museums and interesting buildings, like this wonderful Brazilian cafe.
We've just passed the Figuri Museum devoted to Pedro Figuri, the artist, and we've come to Constitution Square. We've lost the little map, but the map is very good and easy to follow. This museum is a memorial to the people that died in the Andes plane crash. So you'll need an hour and a half to explore this very interesting museum.
This is the Avenue of Stars leading up to Independence Square. You won't know the names of all the politicians, but you might recognize some of the names.
This is Independence Square. We've just seen the statue of Articus. Behind me is his museum, also known as the President's Museum. Cathedral is on the other side of Constitution Square. Easy to find. This very beautiful building was an old post office and it's now a museum. Is on both sides of the peninsula. It feels like you're surrounded by a sea. Our ship is up on the other side. If you want a private little beach in the sunshine, there's one down there, and it's only about 15 minutes from the ship.